breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
And good morning. There's Howard. There's our buddy. The infamous duck. All right, cheers. Good morning. Louie was the first one to jump up on me, so he gets the love today. It's Sunday, talking Tropics. You know, it must be the season when we're going live on Saturday and going live on Sunday. Told you I was going to wake up. Told you. So good morning. What is going on, Pat T? I see Patty, my buddy Dale, Mr. Dale. How about them Rays, man? Hurricane Hunters. Diane Davis. Crazy last year, Ken Allen. Yep, 30-some storms or whatever it was. I don't know if we'll ever get to that number again. But they still are expecting an above-average season. Just this week, we've had a lot of news. I got to open up my chat app here. It got stuck on the YouTubers. They still are predicting an above-average season. And that was put out by NOAA this week. Still expecting an above-average season. So we could be going our way to Wanda. I think Wanda. Good morning, Michael Sumner. What's up? Chris Dale. Becky's got 2 cups of coffee. Ruth is from the Great Smoky Mountains. You got to love it. You guys were smoky last week with Wildfire. Something about that name kind of sounds tough, man. Wildfire. Cades Cove in the winter is great. Thank you, Peggy. Yeah, I was a little tipsy last night, showing off the old Mustang. I had that Mustang before kids. Marco, this is Louie. He's famous, man. You must be new to the page. Welcome. We are a blogging website. I am not official. I am a mediaologist. I love to hype. I put out scary images to get a lot of likes. No. Maybe. No. I get accused of that a lot. But so we just chat for a few minutes because it takes Facebook a while to notify everybody that we're live. So I ramble on a few minutes because most people get the notification a couple minutes later. So we say hey to everybody. We got YouTubers rocking. What's up over there, John DeBoy? You can watch us on the YouTube app on your smart TV. You can watch us live or recorded. You want to show Louie off? You did a good boy. You good boy. I love him. You're my puppy. Hey, what's up, Richard Savage? We are going to be, yes. Hey, Mike McGraw from Carolina. Good point. Who was that? It's talking about La Nina. Richard Savage. Totally correct, man. I'm afraid we're going to have a busy end of the season with La Nina forming. La Nina means an active hurricane season. And if it forms later in the season like it's predicted, September and October, November, fell survivor, landfall Elsa. Jamie, where was that at? Because it sure as hell blew apart here. Not good. Eddie, I'm not sure what the YouTube thing is. You got to figure that one out. We're learning it too, man. Rose, I'm not sure where you can get Hurricane Hunter beer, but you can definitely ask for it at ABC. Hey, Ruth. Morning. So, hey, man, the school kids are going back this week here. So the girls are going school shopping here in a little bit, and I'm going to be updating the webpage all day, I have a feeling. Larissa, we got a storm rolling your way. All right, let's show Hunter, and then they'll get right into the tropics. Promise. This is our little guy. This is an invest. Louis was a hurricane. All right, so as we start out the show, we always thank ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. They're the original Drunk Donkey sponsor here in Florida, and they are family owned and operated like our weather family. They're perfect. They love us. We love them. So if you live in Florida, make sure you support them. They're everywhere from the 30s, back in the moonshine days. And they do sell Hurricane Hunter beer, by the way. And Coke and water. You don't have to be a drinker. You can go there and buy ice, too. For your Jack and Cokes. For sure. But this little Hunter, so when you hear a bunch of snoring going on, it's because of Hunter. He likes to snort. And he just stares at the screen. He knows his deal. He likes the show. Good morning, Kimberly from Daytona Beach. I love Daytona Beach. I love the sand. I love walking around the boardwalk. We've gotten stuck on the sand a few times. Crazy. Hey, we got 1,000 people. That's pretty cool on a Sunday. He is the loudest snorter in the world. He's the cutest little guy in the world. All right. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about the Tropics. So Tropics are waking up as expected. They are Frenchies, Yolanda. Half Baked, what's up? Good morning. What's up, Susan from Venice, Florida? I know where that's at. That used to be where I-75 went to 2 lanes down that way. Doug Pierce is correct. So all the hypers out there that said I was hyping, this is for you. Cheers. So they just designated Invest 94. All right. So we're going to talk about that. And now that I got everybody, 1 minute. We're going Tropics, but don't forget, we got less than 30 days that you can book our MWP cruise. The Mardi Gras is 90% sold out. We got 200 cabins. Fully refundable by December. But if you want to join Drunk Donkey Nation next March, you got to book your cruise. We've already got 100 plus people coming. So we got X amount of days left. Check it out. I got the link on the webpage, but we got a lot of fun planned for a week. A lot of drinking, a lot of goodies, freebies, giveaways. A lot of fun. We're going to have a whole week planned of weather fun for our MWPs. So I want to bring that up because we got people that just hear about it and they're like, really? So there you go. It's going to be a great time. Unbelievable time. Totally pumped. No hurricanes in March. All right, so Invest 92. Oh, I got to fix something real quick on my weather page. It's Invest 93. Man, so we go from no storms to now we got 3 storms. Invest 92, 93, 94, just like that. It goes from nothing to like overkill. Not only now we technically only have two. Invest 92 fizzled as expected. So that's been consistent. Let's see if it got updated. Invest 93. Okay, Invest 93. So the first guy, oh man, did I do that right? Invest 94. Okay, look, the links are up. All right. So they just designated Invest 94. All right. So here's the official Tropics map. So we got two orange guys to worry about. Orange is kind of like wake up and smell the coffee. Philip, you know what I'm working on? Did you see the late night live last night? I'm fixing to open the peach vibe. Look at that. I found my new favorite drink, Celsius. My buddy John, the big man there, doesn't even know that I'm talking about him. We're going to open. Look at that. It even got a palm tree on it. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I love palm trees, man. So we're going to crack it open right now. Listen. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Bush. It's got like 9,000 milligrams of caffeine. Tastes kind of peachy too, man. I like it. So we got two spots to watch. Now, if you've been following the page for a week, we've been talking about this. This should not be a shocker to you. We long range predict, but we long range focus here on the page. And man, this is coming together exactly like we've been showing all week. Shouldn't be a big surprise. You heard about it first here. I just blend all the. So everybody's got access to the same stuff. It's just how you interpret the data, right? There's no secret data out there that only certain people get. All right, so what does this mean? So this first guy is 94, right? This guy is 93. And this one is 92, but it's at 0%. All right, this one always was expected to kind of fizzle. None of the models really ever did much with this one. So 94, 93 is what we're watching. Timing, still 94, Friday, Saturday. Okay, that's been the theme all week long. Friday, Saturday, 94 could be inching close to the Bahamas and potentially Florida. Okay. I'm at the big screen, Jen. Oh my God. I better comb my hair. Sarah brings me this spider all the time. What was that, thunder? But she put it on my head this morning. I'd probably freak her out if she saw this. Sarah, look. Sarah. She's shaking her head. All right, so that's it. So let's focus on all the models, what we got cooking. They definitely got spinach. We got this MJO enhanced stage. We've been talking endlessly about the MJO. It's so important early season, and we are in an enhanced stage of this MJO. Always seems to ignite the tropics when we have an enhanced MJO. Always seems that way. 94 is going to be tagging along behind it. Now, the overnight models aren't doing much with 94. This is what I love. Yesterday, none of the models were showing 94 doing anything. They were all focused on 93. Today, all the models are showing 94 doing something. None of them are really showing 93. What does that mean? It means probably 93 is going to come back because that's what models do. Windshield wiper, flip-flop. You got to look at trends. You got to look at all the models. You got to look at conditions. And that's why I've been telling everybody. Pay attention. All right, so here's the new spaghetti models. These just came out. Let's go to Levi's. Well, he doesn't have them all up there yet. This is your old BAM suite. But there you go. This is 94. Let's just leave this up here real quick. This is the first wave, 94. Just got designated. And this is, again, Friday, Saturday in the circled area this week coming up. A lot of questions. First off, Hispaniola, high mountains. If this thing takes a direct shot, then development chances will stay low as far as too strong. If it goes north, now remember the Icon, my favorite model in the whole wide world last year, if it stays north of the islands, it's going to have some pretty favorable conditions out ahead of it. So that's a big question. The other path that the CMC was doing yesterday was a little bit farther south and actually getting into the Gulf. So we've had models the last week go on both sides of Florida. So that is why we keep saying FLA. We got a big burst of convection over just now. Big burst. This is on Weather Nerds. Look at this. So that really kind of exploded a little bit this morning. This is Invest 94. That's a pretty hefty little convection boom. And you can see Barbados here getting close to the islands. And the only reason I know where Barbados is, we have a fan named Alexis that told me that she lived in Barbados. And we looked it up. Now I know where Barbados is. Somebody just mentioned Virgin Islands. You should be watching both of these, unfortunately. This is the Invest 94 bubbling away. So 93 is the wave behind it. And it's kind of got the same path. Why is that? Because we got a big high pressure system here, and everything's just kind of blocking. So 93 isn't getting a lot of love on the models. It did yesterday, so we're not taking our eyes off of it at all. Remember, MJO, convection, light wind shear, waters are hot, anything can happen. All right, Bahamas, watching, yes. Michael Faulkner, how's it going, buddy? On the YouTube side. Yeah, all right, so other than the Icon really was the only one showing anything potential out of 94 yesterday as far as strong development. Like I said, yesterday the GFS was showing strong development out of 93. So both of them are at 40%. All right, so let's look at some modeling. Let's get some latest and greatest. Let's go to GFS. Now, remember, the far wave we're not going to talk about, 92. There is signs of another wave week plus out. We're not going to talk about that one right now. We're going to focus on two systems, 93, 94. Let me zoom in a little closer. This is Tropical Tidbits. You can find all these right here on the very top of the page. I also have them linked through the app. By the way, if you have the app, you should have got notified this morning about Invest 94. And I do have all the links up there now for Invest 94 on the site. A lot of people like that. And why do I charge for it? Because it costs a heck of a lot of money to update this thing and submit it all the time. So it's only $1 a month. You can cancel it anytime. So a lot of people cancel it after the hurricane season. But I never thought I would have 3 invests, boom, 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 94, 93, 92, just like that. We go from nothing to something. Good morning, Jason, over there on YouTube. What's everybody doing this morning? Dust is not an effector, Kathy. This is right in front of the dust. So yesterday we showed that. Good question. Let me show you real quick so I don't forget. Yesterday we showed this, and it was pretty fascinating to me because these two systems are out ahead of the dust. Let me stop it right here. Boom. Got to go back one. So there is a little plume, I guess. But the heavy stuff, the red, darker color stuff, are behind. And 92 kind of got wrapped up in it a little bit. But the heaviest is kind of outrunning the heavy stuff that's behind. There is a little bit out in front, though. But both these waves are ahead of the big stuff. And another model site that I got, we can look at real quick, and we'll talk about the dust, is a little more in depth here with the NASA site. We can take a look at it here, and you can see what I'm talking about a little better here. This is tomorrow. So you can see that the heavy dust is not at very little effect on 94. This is tomorrow. And let me go over here. This is tomorrow. So 94, maybe 93 could get a little bit. But all in all, it's clear sailing out in front, at least for the first wave. Maybe that's why 93 is getting a little less love on the models, actually. So I'm glad you brought that up. But 92 is or 94 has always been the one to watch, in my opinion. All right, so here we go. It's all updated on Tropical Tidbits. Here we go. Let's take a look. So, latest 6Z modeling is this. Let's show you what's cooking. So, this is Tuesday early morning, Lester and Tilly's, whatever it becomes. What we're looking here, all right, so oranges are high pressure, blue is low pressure. And it's a really simple map on Levi's site, Tropical Tidbits. It shows you the lowering of pressures. Low pressures mean possibility of storms. Early model detection never seems like it gets intensity correct. All we're worried about is timing and the fact that we have low pressure. You add those two things up, you start to enter areas of this hot water. This is the ocean heat content. You know, once you start entering this stuff, if it does stay south, but all this is hot water, we know things can really start to blossom. And might as well bring it up, but the MJO here, we are in an enhanced stage. This is Michael Ventress' website, and you can see he's got a great modeling map the next week of enhanced MJO, and that usually means tropics are going to wake up. Here's another model site off of NOAA, but going into the 11th here, all the way to the 16th. This is the 16th. So basically, you know, the next 9 days, 10 days, we're going to be in an enhanced stage of that MJO. So here's the latest GFS. This timing puts something over the Lester and Tilly's. Here's the second wave coming. So the distance is about the same. About an inch. A little bit of development north of Hispaniola. This is Wednesday morning. Remember, the mountains of Hispaniola are tall. This thing goes to the north. It has a better shot to develop. Goes over the islands. It'll take longer to develop. If it goes south, then it has better conditions. So a path over Hispaniola will slow the development down. This is Thursday morning. And let's just fast forward to Friday morning. There's Friday morning somewhere around here. Here's Saturday morning, and here's Sunday. So, you know, not a lot of development on the GFS, but the important thing to note is this: Saturday, Sunday. You know, if you got weekend plans, the common theme here on the page is the following weekend. GFS here, Euro's been showing it. Our wave, regardless, tropical rains are coming. All right, so there you go. And note, the second system isn't doing much on the GFS on this run. That's kind of an odd setup. The 06Z kind of broke it apart. The overnight 00Z seems to be a little better sometimes. Dennis Phillips told me one time the modeling on the 00Z gets better data input. So here's Tuesday morning on the OOZ, and as we fast forward, here is Saturday morning, and yeah, it kind of blows it up off the coast of Florida. Kind of hooks it back up into Carolinas, so that's kind of odd. So we're going to be watching the Carolinas. Does a little development off the Florida west coast or east coast. I always screw those up. And then it goes back up into the Carolinas. Kind of weird. 18Z kind of did the same thing. So the GFS theme is this. That's the GFS on the first wave. That's 94. That's what the GFS is thinking. There's our second system, not doing much. Now note, yesterday, 12Z, it really started. This is yesterday's 12Z. So you don't make knee-jerk reactions in the tropics. Less than 24 hours ago, it was developing Invest 93. This is yesterday's 12Z run. That was the afternoon run of the GFS yesterday. So we're not taking our eyes off of either of these. That's 94, 93. And they're both going that direction. All right, so let's look at the latest icon, because I think the icon is got this figured out. All right, so the icon, let's go to 00Z. It's a little longer. Here we go. This is Tuesday morning. Remember, everything's sped up about a day. Remember we were talking about Middle Atlantic? Well, actually, no, we do have Middle Atlantic. This one's kind of came out of nowhere, actually. The Middle Atlantic one is Invest 93 behind it. Kind of odd to have two systems so close together. Right, here's the icon, and you can see it. This is Wednesday morning over Hispaniola. Yes, I picked my nose. And this is Sunday morning. So it slowed down a little bit. So when I say Friday, Saturday, this is Friday down in the Bahamas. You can start to see the moisture plume. This is Friday morning on the icon. It really starts to tighten it up at the last second. This is Key West Saturday into Sunday, South Florida. And, that's been the theme. Keeps it kind of low. Doesn't, intensity right now. Well, it's not going to have it yet. The H-Wharf comes out once we have an invest, but I don't think it's going to be running yet for 94. It takes a little while to run, so we don't have it yet. We did have it for invest 93, though. Kind of a blob. It's not really doing much with it yet. We're early in the game here with models. All we're worried about is timing and consistency. And we have that. All right, so here's the icon again. That's the 6Z, doesn't have that many hours. There's the general thinking. Yesterday it had it on Florida's east side. This was the icon yesterday. All depends on that strength of the high pressure system. And today it has it more down into Florida. All right, the euro. Let's look at the Canadians. Let's go to the Canadians. See what they say. Here is the Canadian on Saturday morning, weak. All you really care about is position and timing, and really at this point. Very weak on 93. Kind of curves it over here a little bit. See that? So the common theme is we got a front coming down middle week next week, and it could pick up our system, eventually do that. We've had these late season fronts coming down and impacting things here in the south. Here's next Sunday, so we don't really have a good surface chart that far out yet. But there is a front coming. But fronts, man, are so hard to predict this time of year. It could weaken and high pressure could build back in. This is 8 days out. This is next Sunday. So it could, you get a little weakness here because of this front. This is a week from Sunday. Whatever comes could eventually do that. So just keep that in mind. But these fronts sometimes this year are tricky. We're talking August. We got fronts in August. Come on now. Shouldn't have fronts in August. But, if it weakens, then our system will have more of a shot to go without a curve. But the CMC yesterday did show this. This is Invest 94. It kept it a little bit more into the Gulf. Just point that out. And it didn't do anything with 93. So 93 behind it is not getting much love, which is very odd. But you can kind of see it here. This is 93, 94. This is yesterday's Canadian model. All right, let's look at the euro. Common theme. We'll narrow it all down. But here it is. This is Friday. Blob, blob. Blob, blob. So this is Friday. This is Saturday in the euro. And nothing much. So euro has not been my favorite model this year. But timing is there. Saturday, Sunday. This is Saturday PM. So Saturday PM on 94, Saturday PM on 93. So all that's the same. But like we showed yesterday, you can see the moisture field very well on the euro, even though it's not showing development, which I like because it basically tells you if we were to get something, then here's where it's going to be. And if we fast forward in time, this is the overnight, and that's a lot of juice. This is next Friday. So even if the euro is wrong and doesn't show development, it's still showing a big moisture bloom over Florida next. There's Friday, Saturday. So there you go. So this is the euro. Now, and the reason I show you this is the precipitable water map. The euro's not showing development, but it is showing tropical wave coming up and impacting Florida next weekend. And that's been common. You got to read all my posts. This is not nothing new. We've been showing this all week, but this has been very consistent with the moisture wave coming up to Florida next weekend. This is Saturday on the Euro. Not really showing development, but the Euro has not been very well this year. We have a tropical wave. We have favorable conditions. Things are going to spin up. So that's important. You want to say, oh, look at that. There's like a little dot even. That's a lot of rain. Want to say hi? Come here, Sarah. Say hi. There's our girl, Sarah. We'll take this little commercial break and say hi. That's next Friday, Andrew. Say hi.
Hi.
What are you guys doing? What are you doing today? Where are you guys going?
We're going shopping.
Shopping for school?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to go softball game tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's playing?
Emily.
Emily's playing. All right. So say hi, everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
Want to do a TikTok? Okay, bye-bye. That's a funny little dot. That's Sarah. She's my number one fan. Everybody's saying hi. Hey, it's Andy Hoff. All right. Good school stuff. I remember school shopping. Pencils. Number 2 pencil. What the hell's a number 2 pencil? Why would they make a number 1 or number 3 pencil? You guys ask questions like, what's an invest mean? I'm like, why do they make a number 2 pencil? By the way, invests are just areas that they investigate. Every season we start out with number 90 and it goes to 99. It rotates back to 90. It's just what they do. When they have an invest, then all kinds of products get run. Spaghetti models, your all your dynamic models start initializing, and we start getting a lot more spaghetti, basically. Invest means spaghetti. Carolinas, MA Lee, if it does turn and head towards you guys, it could be as early as Monday next week, a week from Monday. So, Daniel's talking about the lead is not too dark, not too light. Hardness of the lead, dark to light. Oh man, I guess I need to catch up on my pencil skills. All right, so there's a Euro. All right, so tropical rains. And what would that look like radar-wise, just for fun on the Euro? If we were to get it. So, if you got weekend plans, tropical waves coming up. Let's look at some. Let's look. All right, so we looked at all the models. We looked at Euro. We looked at Canadian. We got a common theme. We're looking at things in real time here. We definitely have spinach on both of these guys, 93, 94. Let's take a look at them really close. Very tight little cluster of spin here. 94. This is 93, and this is 94. 93 has always looked better. But models aren't too excited about it. But there you go. This is 90. Julie, do you want to say hi to everybody or no?
Hey. Going for coffee?
Oh, yeah. I don't want one.
Okay.
There's 94 and 93. So 94 doesn't look that great. Model's liking it, though. But we're getting convection popping now that we weren't getting earlier. 90, a little better on the mid-levels. Mid-level spinach is not bad. Actually, really good. That's why. So we got really good middle spinach on 94. Look at that. That's 500 millibar. That's really good. That's not, well, when I say good, it's good for the system. I'm not like I'm cheering these things on. I get yelled at. Like, what do you mean by good? Do you mean good bad or bad good? I'm like, I don't know. It just means good for formation. So there's your islands, and we got mid-level spinach. And the old school map here will show it well. I guarantee it. I haven't even looked at it, but there we go. There it is. Very well defined middle-level spinach. So when you start to get stacking, right here, the eyeball's looking at you. Look at that. When you get good mid-level spinach, then things are on like Donkey Kong. Here's so we got 850 spinach. This is let's lower. So we got really good signature here that this thing is trying to develop. Both the systems. Shear levels are hard to see here. Here's the islands. These are the islands. Shear is very favorable right now. Looks like a fish. Fish. So anyway, the shear looks favorable. Another good map here is this one. Shear tendency is kind of low, lowering, not that bad. Shear does not look bad. I don't look at long range shear maps because I hate them. They never pan out at all. So this thing was just designated Invest 94. So the spaghetti models take about 6 hours to really catch up. So I usually don't post them until we get more suites of them. But there's your initial. This is 94. We haven't used this site much this year. Let me see if it's working. Let's see what we got. We got Invest 94. Oh, it's not even on here yet. It's 93's on here, but nothing yet as far as 94. We got some new stuff on here. There's your. Oh, we got. All right. So here's a really simple site. Stacking toy. You want to see my adult toys on a Sunday? All right, so you want to look at the ensembles real quick. These are great. Ensembles are easy to see on Weather Nerds when we have a system. So here's your Invest 93 ensembles and general idea for the Euro thinking on 93. This is the one behind 94. There's your general ensemble map for Invest 93 and your general ensemble map for 93 on the GFS. We'll soon have 94. I don't know if we got any yet, do we? We got some. Ooh, look at that. We got a lot of them. Here's your Euro. Is that the same one? Looks the same. Look how close they look. Doesn't look right. All right, so that's the same damn one. See, that says 94, and the other one was 93. I don't think it's caught up yet. So there's 93. I think it's the same run. It is. So even the Euro's confused because we got BOGO systems. But, all right. So let me pull up my Google Slides here. I like to show my Google Slide video. Let's pull it up here to see what I got. If I can show you my my adult toys. I like to share my adult toys with everybody because it's they're nice. All right, so publish to web. Let me see what we got. Copy paste. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so let's find the stacking of what it means. Boom. All right. Cool. So this is what we just showed. Color. Let's see some highs first. See what you got. Somebody stationed in Wisconsin. Cool. Kenny. Thank you, buddy. Kenny Page. Glad you like watching. Appreciate that. Don Evans. Appreciate that. Hey, Alexis, we talked about you earlier. You educated me where Barbados was last year. Peel and eat shrimp. That was a year ago. You said, yeah. I love me some peel and eat shrimp. God, I could. You know who's got the best, man? I love Hooters. I don't know. Carrie wants to know what's over St. Right now, nothing. There's a little wave ahead of these other two waves. I saw it. It's not anything organized, but you definitely got something brewing to watch. Invest 94 and Invest 93. Daytona, Janice, you need to be watching next weekend. For sure. If you got plans Friday, Saturday, you better be watching close. Ken loves Hooters. The restaurant? Tina, I am the only one in history that had to go to the doctor to get surgery because of shrimp. Elaine, they could influence each other. They're following the same path. So unlikely. They're not. They're following the same trade winds. So I doubt it. We just have blah blah blah. We have BOGO Invest. All right, so this is a cool thing here. I used this last year, and one of the great fans. Oh, I got to charge this today too. Nah, we're not going to do that today. One of our great fans sent this to me last year. It's my adult toy. So I just burped. Oh my god. So we just showed this. Let me go back. When we have good spinach, so here's your 850 level. All right, this is 94. This just shows you the amount of spin in the atmosphere. There's 94. There's 93. They're pretty dang close. I've never really seen that systems that close together. This is going to be interesting to watch. So this is 850 millibar, lower level atmosphere. That's showing good sign of vorticity in the atmosphere. And then you go to 500 millibar, and you have the same good signature there of independent vorticity. And then we go 200. It doesn't show yet, and it won't be. But go back to the graphic here. All right, so why is that important? Because the key to success for any hurricane, supercell, thunderstorm, living in the South, you see these thunderstorms grow upwards and you see them expand in the cold atmosphere, right? A good, strong thunderstorm grows upwards. 100% La Nina, 100% MJO allows for the rising of air, enabling thunderstorms to grow upwards. Elsa, remember, was squashed. We were in a very suppressed stage of the MJO, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. We are in enhanced stage now, which means that the thunderstorms grow up. And when we are in this stage, then thunderstorms can brew. So, the atmosphere here, when we have a lot of wind shear, storms get blown apart and they don't align. So this is the great example of a storm. And these are all your levels of an atmosphere, right? And when you have shear, it blows apart a storm and they don't stack. You know, they get sideways. And you can't, this is displaced. When you hear, displaced center, displaced storm, this is because we're not stacked. When all the levels of the atmosphere are stacked, man, I must have something in my face here, like a freaking bug or something. You got 1,000 millibar, 850 millibar, 700 millibar, 500, and 250. When that's stacked, not pancakes on a Sunday morning, but when it's stacked, you get a better chance for storms to develop. And a lot of it depends on wind shear. You know, I use this graphic with Irma. When Irma formed, there was very little wind shear out there in the Atlantic. And this is a graphic of wind shear in May. And all the reds are wind shear. Not like there's a lot of other factors in May. But just to show what a map looks like with a lot of wind shear would be May. And we're kind of into this lighter wind shear pattern now. Going back to this map, this is where we're at now. And for the most part, this whole area is kind of light wind shear. But going back to Elsa just a few months ago or weeks ago, or man, where did I put that link? Right here. There it is. Past tropical cyclones. So when we go back to Elsa, this is a great site, man. Brian McNulty, he puts together tropical radar loops from all systems dating back to 1992. I don't know where he gets this stuff from, but this is amazing. He's got every radar from 92 on of tropical systems. Phenomenal. And I have it linked right here. Past tropical radar loops. So we go to that and look at Elsa. Elsa was squashed. Note the eye wall forming right here. Then all of a sudden, boof! It's like we said, whack-a-mole. It just got tore up. Thunderstorms were brewing. The hurricane hunters were showing strong winds on the northeast side. You know, a lot of purple barbs, and then all of a sudden, man, it was like pressure went from 1,000 to 1,012 in like 2 hours. Sinking air on a suppressed MJO cycle. Prime example. Nobody else has talked about it, but I'm telling you. Now we're seeing the opposite. We talked about the Pacific last week when the Pacific had the MJO on their side. Now we're starting to see convection firing on our side because of this MJO. And it's like clockwork, I'm telling you. So that's that. Curious about 94 because 94 really is getting that bubble here on Weather Nerds. This is the latest on 94, and we'll keep an eye on it. It's got a little lightning, little bit of lightning indicates strengthening. Got good, you know. This to me is a system that could surprise us and form quick. So if you're down the islands, definitely be paying attention to this. Timing would be Monday. This thing could sneak on your back door tomorrow. So watch it close, man. I know we got a lot of folks that live down there in the islands. I would definitely be watching this one close. Maybe sneaky little system here, and might become a little something quick. Definitely. Got a little anticyclone forming over top of it. So wouldn't be surprised if this thing became Fred quick. Sneaky Fred. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Brantley Horton. So, yeah, Shelly, I remember we were watching that. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna get hit hard. We're gonna be Pinellas County's gonna get hit, and then boom, it just went poof. Pressure, man. The pressure was everything. When you don't have pressure, they don't have pressure yet on 94, but it never had low pressure. Elsa. Sandy thinks it's the old Indians, and there's a lot of people. MJO, well, MJO is, let me say it in 20 words or less. MJO, the Maddie and Julian oscillation is it circles the globe. It's a energy source in the atmosphere that circles the globe, and green is enhanced. So basically it enables thunderstorms to either form or get squashed. And when we're in an enhanced stage MJO, you tend to get more. And I over the years, man, I've seen it. Like all of a sudden, the Atlantic will just like it freaking grows overnight, man. It's like miracle grow for the tropics. It's like Mother Nature sprinkled miracle grow over the Atlantic, and the next morning we have blow up. You know how you get weeds overnight, like I have a back porch that all of a sudden we start getting weeds in between the cracks of the bricks. I'm like, how do these freaking things grow, man? It's crazy. And it seems like the MJO doesn't affect things in September like it does in August, in early season or late season. Doesn't seem like when we're at the peak of season, MJO doesn't seem like it matters. All right, let's close some windows. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We survived. 21 tabs. Chrome. Chrome never let me down. Right. Cool. So, that's that. Anything else going on? YouTube, we're growing YouTube. Facebook, shut down my supporter option for now. I don't know what's going on. We're going to have a new option soon if we have to. If anybody out there is watching from Facebook, we have a glitch. Please help us. We are good people. Shelly got trouble for calling me the logo on all of our shirts. She called me that. I don't want to say it, I'm afraid. And she got busted for bullying. And thus the page now is not allowed to take new supporters because of that. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm sure it was a computer bot. So I'm giving them, definitely benefit of the doubt. I just don't know how to get to a person. Jose, the most consistent. Hey, what's up there, Chris? Did you do your RV wheels and boat? So to me, the most consistent models 4 or 5 years ago was everybody always went to the Euro and GFS. Old school meteorologists still go to the Euro. Euro is like no good in my opinion anymore. I love the Icon last year in CMC. And the Icon and CMC were picking these two out a long time ago. As a matter of fact, for fun, let's go back. How long have we been talking about this system? Let's see, man, because I put out the CMC and oh my goodness, let's see, what are we doing here? I don't know. I'll look for it. Looking ahead. Look at this. So August 8th. So I posted this July 31st. So was that 9 days ago? Look, this is a map possibly for August 8th. Today's August 8th. Look, not far off. Our system is technically about right here, but that was pretty good modeling. But I want to find the one that we were showing with the CMC. But anyway, I'll look it up because the CMC is rocking in my opinion. So here's a good one. This was 6 days ago. But look, looking ahead at next Monday. So there you go. CMC Icon. Look. So CMC and Icon. Look, this is tomorrow. And that was 4 or 5 days ago. 5 days ago. So there you go. Anyway, I don't predict the stuff. I just show models. So there you go. Invest Jessica. Yep. So what other cool stuff I have on here? Do I have a MJO one? I love this graphic. This is my favorite graphic. Here's my Emily, 2016. Hermine passed to our north here in Oldsmar. And we had surge blow in from the backside and filled up our bay here in Tampa. And why is that red right there? What's going on here? I got a stupid thing. So we had backside surge from Hermine that went up into the upper panhandle. And then the next year, Irma passed to our south and blew all the water out of the bay. Same pier, about 6 foot difference right here. Maybe even more. I wonder if that's about 8 foot. So there's about a 6 to 8 foot difference here. See the height? That was nothing out there. You could walk out there freaking quarter mile. There was no water in the bay. That was because Irma passed to our south and blew all the water out of the bay because of the counterclockwise flow. Hermine passed to our north. What the heck did I hit there? Passed to our north and blew all the water in the bay. Kind of like Ada. But that's a good graphic showing you the difference. I mean, that's like 8-foot difference of water. Here's a good map showing Ada and Elsa. Here's Elsa. This is a good map showing the MJO. So when we're at an enhanced stage of the MJO, it's upward motion of cloud tops. It allows rising air, which allows thunderstorms. Downward allows sinking air, which squashes systems, and we saw that. 1,000 millibar to 1,007 millibar in only like 20 miles. This is Sarasota. Here's Tampa. We went from 1,000 millibar to 1,007 in like 2 hours. And we were under, there it is right here. That was the MJO stage during Elsa, and it was extremely suppressed. And that's about it. I'll show all this stuff later. Here's a good map of Ada. All right, well, there you go. There's enough of that stuff. I got all kinds of fun stuff down the road we can show. There you go. That's a cute graphic. Spaghetti. Invest. Okay, you got it. Invest came from investigation area. Heck yeah, Jason. We had a couple storms go through Polk County. I think. Oh, you've only been there 3 years? Holy cow. I think. Technically. I think all three. Didn't all three pass through Polk County in 2004? That might have been a little south of you. Oh boy, now my phone's making all kinds of noise. What the hell? I got this stupid thing on vibrate. Who the heck's calling me on a Sunday morning? Should we answer it?
Good
Hello?
morning. This is Brittany from Flag Events, and
Hello?
today there is an AO briefing hosted by Mr. Clyde Raby
I
at
don't even know these
11:30
people.
a.m. in the Fort Harris
No,
Auditorium.
I'm not interested.
He will be speaking of OT
Brittany.
and the future, and he wants every single person
okay,
to
okay,
get this message.
I got
so
it.
Please call me back now to confirm. Thank you.
Brittany, are you there? Hello?
If you no longer wish to receive calls like this,
Oh, I don't.
please press 9 now and you will be placed on... Okay, you have been placed on our do not call list. Good.
Best thing today ever. This freaking number calls me every day. And if I wouldn't have answered it, I would have not have known. Somebody just messaged me. Kevin Eaton, what's he want? The Ed... Why would he show me this? Oh. So here you go. Yeah, it was a little south of you. But all Charlie, Gene, and Francis all went through, and I think, was that frostproof? Was it frostproof that got all three storms? I think it went through frostproof. I think. Don't know. Shelly will know. She's like the Google master. But there was a town in Florida that all three storms passed through in 2004. I thought it was frostproof. So there's that. There's that. So pretty damn close. Wish we had county lines right here. Well, you kind of do have county lines, actually. I think we do. We don't. But anyway, somebody's probably timed in there. All right. So, I did hit 9. Don't push 9. Great. I screwed up. Anyway, Fort Pierce. All right, so let's go back to what we got going on. All right. Oh, Shelly just messaged me. She quit. Damn it. No, I keep waiting for that email, Shelly. I can't take these people. We get some We get some crazy stuff happening to us, but it's all fun. So technically, what town is that? South of Bartow. Then she messaged me again. Here's another one. Oh, that's even better. Well, Frostproof had 2 of them, so technically, I don't know. There even a town there? Bowling Green? But anyway, three storms passed through there during 2004. All right, anything else we can roll? So bottom line, let's do a little recap. I went over everything. Let's see if I get my hurricane chat. So I've been playing with this thing. Check this out. So I told everybody I was going to build an old school message forum. Part of the kind of like it used to be Weather Underground. So I'll announce it soon. I think it might go over good for those that just want to talk tropics outside of Facebook and YouTube, and maybe have a common place to go that's easy to find. So still working on that. But as far as tropics go, let's talk about this real quick. A little recap. What map we're going to use. All right. So in a nutshell, 2 spots to watch. Let me pull this up so we can draw on it. I'll bring it up kind of close. All right. Problem is, in my little pointer's big. But so this is 94. This one's got my eye a lot. Okay. Under low shear, starting to fire convection, good vorticity. So if you live in the islands, pay attention close to this one. This could sneak up and be something more than normal afternoon thunderstorm. So keep your eye on 94. If you're living down in the Caribbean, this will be on your doorsteps tomorrow. And then we have a few scenarios. Hispaniola is the big question mark. Any land interaction over that will slow development down, but it does appear that it's going to be entering favorable conditions to develop. So if this thing stays to the north, the common theme has been a turn eventually. So pretty much everybody needs to be watching, because we saw the CMC or the GFS show, possibly an East Coast impact. But the timing here is, I would just say weekend, Saturday-ish, Friday here. And the models aren't going crazy with intensity, but I think the models are going to sneaky surprise us today with a little bit more intensity prediction, if it misses Hispaniola. But living in Florida, we could have Fred next weekend. Bottom line. 93 isn't looking that great on models. However, it's got spinach. It's got better spinach than 94. So definitely watching this one too. I don't understand the modeling. I think the models are confused because we got 2 systems so close together. 93 is going to take the same path because of the high pressure that we have up here. So no surprise turns out. We have a strong Bermuda high right now. And here's the latest spaghetti models on 93. This is the one behind 94. And, it's actually some of them are going north. But there's a general path on 93. This is the GFS ensembles. Main spaghetti models, 12Z models just came out. General path to the islands to be watching for. This is after 94. This would be more like midweek. And we're waiting on 94 models. 94 models are not really out yet. We have one run here. This is great. These are your latest CMC and these are your latest CMC ensembles. But this is 94, and it shows you the basic thinking here. There's a midweek front or early week front coming down that's eventually going to steer this thing out. So that's why I said, everybody here needs to be watching, because this thing could turn, and it could be one of them close little freaking skirt the coast of Florida things again, Seems like that happens to Florida all the time. We get these systems that just skirt the coast, and then they end up being an East Coast impact. So that's where we're watching. And then the GFS ensembles here keep it a little farther south. Keeps it weaker, but again, I think that's wrong. I think it's got a better shot than that to develop. But remember, weaker goes west. That's why the GFS is showing a little bit more here. And the CMC yesterday showed that too. So my official advice is this. Look, this is everybody in this area should be watching our system. There you go. That's my official forecast. Everybody in the red. Seriously. Jackie, nobody knows Kane or tropical storm. It's just brewing. It looks very healthy to me. I think it's going to be Fred. I think it's going to be sneaky. I think it's going to be sneaky Fred, man. I think it's going to be Fred soon. I bet you 5 o'clock this thing, or 2 o'clock, I bet you we're in red 70%. 2 p.m. prediction. I've done this before. Here's what I believe. I don't believe, I guess. All right, so 2 p.m., screenshot it. 2 p.m. is when we get our next NHC update. This is going to be red 70. That's what I'm thinking. This is 94. This is for 94. I don't think we're going to... We'll see. So there you go. All right. And there you go. And we might have to get a PTC soon because, heck, man, tomorrow the Lesser Antilles, Barbados, could be dealing with a sucker. Red for Fred, Ruth. What's up, Trent? Hog. You're Oldsmar, right, dude? I think you told me that. Thanks for the drone footage. Yeah, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what, though. If we do get Fred next week, Saturday, I will head over there. And we will have a party at, what was the name of that place? Sandbar or something? And we will reenact the shrimp incident.
That was like a 3-month incident. We don't need that.
And it hurt so bad.
It was such drama.
My thumb. Hey, thank you, Kimberly Monroe. Appreciate that. Rachel, landfall? Well, that's a big word because it's not anything. But could be impacting Florida Keys as early as Friday. So, cool beans. All right. So that's a good wrap up. I hope made sense. I'll be posting all day. We got models coming out soon. Just stay tuned. 94 is looking kind of interesting to me. I'm going to do a little report on 94 now and how I'm going to hype it up because people say I love the hype. I'll wear my new boots. Winds and cranes, I don't think do very well. Where does it go after Florida? Well, Janice, there's a chance this thing curves back up into the East Coast. The GFS is showing that. I just like to point out all the possibilities. This is, overnight showed our system turning, and let me find the happy zoom right here. Okay. So last night, or this is the overnight 00Z, but it showed our system coming up to Florida and then turning off to the East Coast. It's kind of been the theme on the GFS a little bit. And if you look at those CMC ensembles, it kind of shows you that turn too. So, and you can get those off of Levi's site here. The CMC ensembles are showing you that. Cool beans. All right. If you hear rumble in the background, our girls are talking. That's somebody else. Oh, Dale, 135. Well, let's hope we're not reaching that. What's up, Harold, out in the West Texas? Texas, very unlikely. Tampa Bay, I'm watching close. A couple models yesterday had this thing hugging, curving up on our west coast. So never know. Darla, I appreciate that. I don't think I do. I just laugh about it because I get it all the time. Somebody told me to go take a walk the other night, and I took his advice, and I kept walking until I was hoping he'd tell me to stop walking, and I didn't.
You Forrest Gump now?
Forrest Gump. All right. Well, have a great day. Happy Sunday, folks. Tropics are waking up like we predicted. Peak season's coming, so I'm not going anywhere. Stay tuned to Mike's weather page. I will be on it and look for some updates throughout the day. And the next big update, I guess, from the NHC is at 2 o'clock. And we'll see some modeling come out around 12 o'clock with the latest GFS, Icon, and Canadian. The Euro comes out about 2 o'clock. And we'll have a PTC at 5 maybe. All right, have a great Sunday.